Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. There's still time to get that paper and pencil. You'll want to keep track of your score compared to some of the finest young people in the greater Houston area. On today's show, it's Clear Brook facing off against Friendswood. This sound will remind you means you're right. This tone, incorrect. And this sound, the end of each period. We're ready for the warm-up round. Good luck to both schools. Here's your first question. It's worth 5 points. When the temperature drops below 0 degrees Celsius.
Friendswood, Kevin.
Below freezing? No, I'll go on for Clear Brook. What part of a body of water is the first to freeze?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Surface? That's correct for 5 points. The next question is worth 10. According to Homer, it was the home of Medea and Sisyphus, and it gave its name to a type of column and leather.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Ionia?
No. Name this ancient Greek city-state. Friendswood?
Friendswood, Jennifer.
Corinthia?
No, it is Corinth. No score. I have a 15-pointer. William Brodie, head of his cabinet makers union and a member of the Edinburgh Town Council by day, was a masked thief and a ringleader of a band of robbers by night. Fascinated by Brodie's double life, Robert Louis Stevenson wrote what story?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is right. For 10 points at a competition for musical groups, the competitors begin to arrive. You might need your paper and pencil on this one. Listen to the numbers. A sextet, followed by a quartet, then an octet, then a quintet, and a trio, followed by a soloist and a septet. How many musicians?
Friendswood, Lisa.
34.
34 is right. Lisa for 10 points. That gives us a 10-10 score early in the contest. Now I have a visual question, so look at your screen here in the Channel 2 studio. Why is President Harry S. Truman smiling?
Friendswood, Lisa.
Because the Chicago Tribune printed that Dewey won when Truman had actually run the presidential race.
That's right. He was smiling because the paper was wrong. Truman defeated Dewey and won re-election. For 10 points, what man is listed in Esquire magazine as the most frequent butt of the jokes of David Letterman?
Clear Brook, Amy.
President Bush?
And Jay
Friendswood,
Leno.
Lisa.
Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle is right. The 10 points go to Friendswood. I have a 10-pointer. Light rays must pass through 5 areas of the eye before striking the retina. Name any 3 of them.
Clear Brook, Victor.
Pupil, iris, cornea.
No? Question goes to Friendswood. It doesn't have to pass through the iris, so we have cornea, pupil, lens, aqueous humor, and vitreous humor. No score. For 10 points, what type of warfare would you associate with Marshal Tito, Mao Zedong?
Clear Brook, Victor.
Guerrilla warfare.
Right. William Quantrill, Fidel Castro, and Francis Marion. For 5 points, the milking shorthorn is a breed raised by farmers who want what?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Cream?
No. What 2 products Friendswood? The milking shorthorn.
Friendswood, Kevin.
Meat and milk? Yes, beef and milk. That's correct. A 5-point music question. We'll play an early Madonna hit for you and ask you to name that tune.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Lucky Star?
No?
Friendswood, Kevin.
Borderline? That is Borderline. Your next question is worth 10 points. This nursery tale is told all over the world, from Iceland to Africa, in its English version, derived from Teutonic legends. The antagonist symbolizes the All-Father, whose 3 treasures, the harp, the money bags, and golden eggs, symbolize wind, rain, and sun.
Friendswood, Kevin.
Jack and the Beanstalk? That's the story. Right. Jack and the Beanstalk. For 5 points, identify the cardinal direction that most of the major rivers in the Great...
Clear Brook, Amy.
South?
No, the Great Plains of the United States flow.
Friendswood, Kevin.
West? No, they flow east. For 10 points, the last time he's mentioned in the New Testament is when 12-year-old Jesus is found in the temple.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Joseph?
Joseph is right. You have 10 points, and I have a 10-pointer. Where do hermit crabs live for protection?
Clear Brook, Victor.
In their shells.
Friendswood.
Friendswood, Lisa.
In the tidal zone under the water?
No, they live in empty snail shells. That's what we needed. 10-point visual question for you. Look at your screen. Still standing after 900 famous and infamous years. This,
Friendswood, Robert.
Coliseum.
well, listen to the rest of it, Clear Brook. This old castle began its career as a royal residence. Now it houses a royal collection of jewelry instead of the royal prisoners, but the guards still wear the same funny uniforms. What is it?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Tower of London.
Tower of London is correct. You have 10 points, and I have a 10-pointer. To which family of plants do chives belong?
Friendswood, Lisa.
The onion family.
Onion family is right. 10 points for Lisa and Friendswood. Here's the tone. We're out of time. In the first round, we'll be back to play the bonus round. We'll meet the contestants after you watch this. How are you doing at home? Well, if on your paper you have more than 55 points, you're in the lead. Well, Friendswood has 55 and Clear Brook has 40 in the studio. Now let's take a break and meet the contestants. First of all, from Clear Brook High School, meet Amy Wong, a senior, vice chair at Girls State, president of Junior Statesmen, varsity soccer player, and vice president of the debate club. Next, we welcome Chris Gray, a junior, an admirer of George F. Will, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Pat Buchanan. Bass player in the orchestra, member of the Region Jazz Ensemble, and Chris is the only German 3 student at Clear Brook. Now we can move to James Fouth, a senior, a National Merit Commended student, how do you say this, Certaman? Kurtaman, team member. What's that all about?
It's sort of like Texaco Star Challenge, but it's with Latin questions and Roman
Latin
history.
questions, okay. He's also tuba player in the band and Latin club parliamentarian. Well, we'll see if we'll get any Latin questions showing up on today's program, James. Next is Victor Rosales, a junior Spanish club officer, volunteer for the National Hispanic Institute, and in Who's Who among American high school students, with their alternates William Tran and Brad Shaver, and coaches Karen Mayo Albrecht and Lee Yeager. That's the team from Clear Brook. They scored more than 400 points in their last outing, and Friendswood has a 3-0 record. Welcome to Lisa Bilimovich, a senior, captain, is National Merit Scholar, secretary of the National Honor Society, and is girls' state representative. Next to her is Robert Sormani, a junior, varsity tennis team member, debate captain, and math club member. Next is Jennifer Wisniewski, a National Merit Scholar and has participated in the musicals for 3 years. And Kevin Howard, a junior, a math club member, varsity track team member, and he's active in the German club. Alternates are Trey Austin and Nathan Rayleigh. Sponsors Pepper Smith and Ruth Ann Krajewska. That's the team from Friendswood High School. Our judges for the Texaco Star Academic Challenge are Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mike Mastandrea, the Chief Judge of the Texaco Star National Academic Championship. Their decisions will be final. Let's get into the bonus round then, shall we? We have toss-up questions leading to bonus opportunities. Bonuses are very important, could get you 50 points total. High Cities is the title of your first bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. What form of glass has cladding? A coating that prevents spreading of light and is used as an economical substitute.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Opaque glass.
No. For metal wire in communications. Friendswood?
Friendswood, Lisa.
Fiber optic.
Fiber optic is the word we sought for 10 points. So Lisa, Robert, Jennifer, and Kevin, High Cities is your subject. 4 large American cities are located in mountainous regions at altitudes of more than 6,000 feet. I'll name the states and you name the cities. First for 5 points, New Mexico.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe is correct. For 10 points, Wyoming.
Cheyenne.
That is correct. For 15 points, Arizona. It's the high city in Arizona.
Phoenix.
Not Phoenix. Flagstaff is above 6,000 feet, but not Phoenix. Okay, Bible is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up for both schools. Edvard Grieg co-founded what capital city's Philharmonic Orchestra?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Oslo?
Oslo is correct. Chris knew that he was Norwegian, and Oslo logically would be the answer. Okay, Amy, Chris, James, and Victor huddle together on the Bible and tell me why. For 5 points, why did Joseph take Mary and Jesus to flee to Egypt?
The angel told him to.
The angel told him to.
In a dream.
In a dream.
Yes, do we need to be more specific?
That's fine.
That's enough, okay? And that's good. And warned that King Herod wanted to destroy the child, we would have said. For 10 points, why did God drive Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden? Here are your choices. A, to punish...
Oh, go
You
ahead.
want the choices? Okay. A, to punish them for eating the fruit. B, to show them more of the world. C, to keep them from eating of the tree of life and becoming immortal. Or D, to separate them from the cherubim.
A.
No, it's not A, it's C, to keep them from eating of the tree of life and becoming immortal. Periodic table is your next bonus. I have a 5-point toss-up for you. Although he was born in New Orleans in 1939 and served in the U.S. Marine Corps, he renounced his American citizenship, stating he was a Marxist.
Friendswood, Lisa.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald is right. Very quick, Lisa. A Marxist. He applied for Soviet citizenship in 1959, returned to the U.S. in 62 with his wife, Marina, and was murdered in 1963. You didn't need all that information. Okay, Friendswood, periodic table. Hope you've taken chemistry. Anybody on the Friendswood team?
All four of us.
All 4 of you, okay? For 5 points, which element is not a metal? Sodium, chlorine, mercury, silver, or platinum?
Chlorine.
Chlorine is correct. For 10 points, which chemical element has an atomic number of 7 and an atomic weight of approximately 14?
Fluorine.
No, it would be nitrogen. You picked up 5. Nonfiction is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. Looks like we have another science question as your toss-up. In fusion experiments, scientists usually try to put 2 nuclei of which hydrogen...
Friendswood, Lisa.
Tritium.
No, isotope together, Clear Brook.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Deuterium?
Deuterium is right. If it's not tritium, it would be deuterium. Right. Okay, Clear Brook, nonfiction is your bonus. Here's a 5-pointer. His memoirs are entitled An American Life. Name this U.S. president.
Ronald Reagan.
That is correct. For 10 points, what election year's campaign is covered in the book Whose Broad Stripes and Broad Stars? The Trivial Pursuit of the Presidency.
88.
88.
That's correct. Very good. And if you get this one right, you'll have taken the lead. For more than a year, Oliver North met in secret with writer William Novak to produce his autobiography, Name It.
Patriots.
No, it is Under Fire, An American Story. And we are out of time in the first half. The score is very close. We'll check it, declare it in a moment. But first, let's tell you what the categories for 60 seconds will be. History, science, math, and the secret category. Not a terrifically high-scoring game today, but it is a close one. It's Friendswood 90, Clear Brook 80. Questions used on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge are authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. It's 60 seconds round time. Contestants, you've been advised of the categories. Here are the rules. You pick a subject. We'll give you 60 seconds to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. Any questions you miss or pass will be referred to the other team, and if you run the category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Clear Brook, you're trailing by 10. Amy, what have you decided on?
History, Chip.
History is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. Identify the native country of Augustinian monk Martin Luther, the founder and leader of the Reformation.
Germany.
Right. What city did Jack the Ripper terrorize in the
London.
Right. Great Britain paid the U.S. over $15 million from the settlement of the Alabama claims related to what war?
1812.
No. The Great Migration of Puritans to America took place during what century?
17.
Right. The Missouri was the flagship of which World War II admiral nicknamed Bull?
Halsey.
Halsey.
Right. Sudetenland is a traditionally disputed region between which 2 countries?
Germany and Czechoslovakia.
Right. The U.S. didn't have ambassadors until 1893. What was Thomas Jefferson's title when he represented the country in France?
Minister.
Minister.
Right. What nation withdrew from the UN when the People's Republic of China was admitted?
Taiwan.
Right. Sicily's Crusader King Frederick II also crowned himself king of what holy city?
Jerusalem.
Right. The death of Charles II in 1700 ended the Spanish branch of which dynasty?
Habsburg.
Right. Very good job on history for Clear Brook. 9 out of 10. Friendswood, here's the one they missed. Great Britain paid the U.S. over $15 million from the settlement of the Alabama claims related to what war?
World War I, World War II.
Answer?
World War I.
No, it was the Civil War. Okay. Lisa says, should have gone with my first impression. Lisa, what does your team want?
We'll take the mystery category, Chip.
The mystery category is the 1990s. Start the clock, here we go. CNN ratings soared in December as it presented live coverage of what trial?
William Kennedy Smith.
Right. Who's been given the nickname the Butcher of Baghdad?
Saddam Hussein.
Right. Name any one of the 3 big airlines that went bankrupt.
Continental.
No. What country in early 1990 suddenly had no further use for about 6,500 German Shepherds formerly used in border patrols?
East Germany.
Right. Speculation has it that which recently released hostage worked in part for former White House aide Oliver North? Released hostage.
Anderson.
No. Who was convicted on 17 counts of state securities fraud in connection with the bankruptcy of Lincoln Savings and Loan? Lincoln Savings and Loan.
Neil Bush.
No. What company has announced plans to eliminate 74,000 jobs by 1995?
GM.
Right. The Speaker of the House is Thomas S. Foley from this state.
Washington.
Right. Which Missourian is the House Majority Leader? Time runs out. They got 50 points on the 1990s. A chance to capitalize. Clear Brook. Name any one of the 3 big airlines that went bankrupt in 1991.
Pan Am.
Yes, Eastern and Midway were the others. Speculation has it that which recently released hostage worked in part for Oliver North.
Steen.
No, it was Terry Waite, who was convicted on 17 counts of state securities fraud in connection with the bankruptcy of Lincoln Savings and Loan.
Keating.
Keating is right, and finally, which Missourian is the House Majority Leader?
Gephardt.
Gephardt is right. So the edge in the 60-second round goes to Clear Brook. We'll check the score and be back with Stump the Experts momentarily. The score at the start of the 4th and final quarter is 140 for Friendswood, 200 for Clear Brook. Plenty of time left in the Stump the Experts round. The questions are more difficult, the stakes are higher, 15 and 20 pointers. Remember to wait to be recognized and no consultation. We'll start with a 15-point art question. On the monitor, you're going to see David between personifications of wisdom and prophecy. A work of the 10th century. It appears in the Vatican Psalter. The style is tempera on parchment. Identify the period of art history which it exemplifies.
Friendswood, Lisa.
Medieval.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Gothic?
I will ask Lisa if she can be more specific on medieval.
Late medieval.
We needed Byzantine. No score. I have a 20-point math question. Find the derivative of the equation f of x equals x squared sine x. I'll give you about 20 seconds to do your figuring.
Friendswood, Lisa.
2x cosine x.
Question goes to Clear Brook. About 15 more.
Clear Brook, James.
Negative 2x cosine x.
No, we have 2x times the sine of x plus x squared times the cosine of x. For 15 points, the closest that the United States and the Soviet Union came to using their nuclear weapons against each other.
Clear Brook, Amy.
1983.
No, was in what?
Friendswood, Kevin.
The Cuban Missile Crisis? In
In 1962. No score. I have a 20-pointer. Identify the grammatical mistake John F. Kennedy made in the following famous quotation. Therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein...
Clear Brook, James.
He said ein in front of Berliner, which
More specific?
he put an article in front of Berliner.
That's, in a sense, it's... he's
Okay,
right.
judge says that's all we need. He shouldn't have put the article. He should have said Ich bin Berliner, which means I am a Berliner. What he said, actually said means I am a jelly donut. For 15 points, identify the second largest nationwide source of state and local tax revenue.
Clear Brook, Victor.
Sales tax.
Sales tax is right. Clear Brook is hot, and I have a 15-point music question. Listen to this lively rhythm and tell me what kind of dance it is.
Friendswood,
A
Lisa.
scherzo?
Not a scherzo.
Clear Brook, Amy.
A waltz?
It's not a waltz, but you're close. It's a polka. For 20 points, when the first wave of attacking Japanese carrier planes attacked Pearl Harbor, the commander radioed back to the Japanese.
Clear Brook, James.
Tora, Tora, Tora.
That was the code name to indicate the raid was a complete surprise to the Americans. For 15 points, finish this quotation from Sir Walter Scott. Breathes there a man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said... Can you complete it?
Clear Brook, Chris.
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it.
You may have said that, Chris, but not Sir Walter Scott. Friendswood? Well,
Friendswood, Robert.
Edward Monk?
no. This is my own, my native land, from Lay of the Last Minstrel. Quoted in A Man Without a Country. For 20 points, today's basketball games are quite high-scoring, but that was not so when the game was invented. In fact, the very first basketball game, played in 1891, ended with what final score?
Clear Brook, Chris.
0-0.
No, that's
Friendswood, Robert.
2-0.
1-0. For 15 points, in the basic programming language, identify the command that allows an internal value to be assigned to a variable name.
Friendswood, Kevin.
Let is right for 15 points. I have a 20-point art question. Look at your monitor. Although she was born in America, she spent much of her life in Europe.
Friendswood, Lisa.
Mary Cassatt?
Mary Cassatt is right for 20 points. I have another 20-pointer. On the last day of 1991, the UN announced a plan had finally been reached to end one of the world's oldest...
Friendswood, Robert.
El Salvador.
No. One of the world's oldest civil wars. The next day in 1992, the UN reached an agreement on ending one of the newer civil wars. What two countries were the beneficiaries of these peace agreements? For 20 points. You know the other one, Robert? Nope. El Salvador and Yugoslavia. For 15 points, a segment that joins the vertex of a cone to a point on the base is called what?
Clear Brook, James.
No?
Sorry, wrong sign.
Kevin.
Ring
Kevin
again,
from
Friendswood.
Go ahead, Kevin. What's your answer?
Height?
No.
More specific?
The height from the
No,
vertex.
it's the slant height. For 20 points, Elizabethan drama focuses on the role of the character and his inherent traits. Hamlet, for instance, was indecisive, and this trait became a part of the dramatic momentum of the play. In Greek plays, character played a part in the person's success or downfall, but one uncontrollable element was even more...
Friendswood, Lisa.
Hamartia?
No, it was not hamartia, sin. What was that element that was more important?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Tragic flaw?
No, that's close. It was fate. For 15 points, what nationality and profession do Jose Orozco, Diego Rivera...
Clear Brook, Victor.
They're baseball players.
No. And Rufino Tamayo have in common?
Friendswood, Jennifer.
They're Spanish and they're painters.
No, they are Mexican painters. For 15 points, this is a music question. What kind of musical piece is designed to aid the student of an instrument in the development of his...
Clear Brook, Chris.
A2.
Etude is right for 15 points. I have a 20-pointer. Billy Crocker wants to marry Hope Harcourt, but Hope wants to marry an Englishman. Their adventures are told during a trip to Europe aboard a luxury liner. Name this Cole Porter 1930s musical whose hit songs include I Get a Kick Out of You and You're the Tops.
Less than 2 minutes. Friendswood, Robert.
Showboat.
Not Showboat, Clear Brook.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Anything goes?
Anything goes. So 20 points is right. I have another 20-pointer. This is a science question. The sun existed before the planets. Another star passed close by, pulling masses of material from the sun. These masses eventually became planets. Name this theory proposed in 1900.
Friendswood, Jennifer.
The Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang, Clear Brook.
Clear Brook, Chris.
The big ball of gas theory?
Nope. It's the Great Balls of Fire theory. No, seriously. It's the planetesimal theory. For 20 points, early in the prophase of mitosis, the chromosomes shorten, thicken, and arrange themselves along protein fibrils across the equator of the cells.
Clear Brook, Amy.
DNA.
No. What are those fibrils?
Friendswood, Robert.
Spindles.
Spindles is right. For 20 points, I have a 15-pointer. What nation was subordinated by England in 1800 through the Act of Union?
Friendswood, Robert.
Scotland.
Clear Brook, Amy.
Ireland.
Ireland is correct. Very good. I have a 15-pointer. Why is baseball commissioner Fay Vincent asking major league owners to shorten the regular season?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Because they're not finishing the World Series till almost November.
That's correct. So the World Series won't end so late in the fall. For 20 points, there's the tone. The contest is over. And let's check the final score. It is 195 for Friendswood, 320 for Clear Brook. The winner's Clear Brook High School. Our congratulations to Clear Brook High School. They advanced to the quarterfinal round. They will face either J. Frank Goby or Kempner on the 18th of April. And those two teams will be playing in our next contest. Chip Beal, from all of us at the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. See you there.
Join us again next Saturday when two more Houston area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.